What you identify as?
What the fuck I look like?
You look like a male, but you act feminine though.
I'm a female.
You a female?
Yeah.
So
hold on, wait a minute. That's rude as fuck.
How?
You rude as hell.
I'm saying I didn't want to give him the wrong pronoun.
Okay.
I don't want to give him the wrong pronoun, you know?
Well, you know what the fuck.
Wait, why do it matter?
Why do it matter? Because he said he identifies as a lady. So what if I said, hey sir? That's like I identified him as a male.
You see plenty of bitches with hair on their face, don't you?
You don't got hair on your face. As long as I've been knowing you, every week, every other week, you got a black eye.
That's a lie. I was not with a black eye for like a month or two. Cause he was with that other girl. He ain't been putting in saying I ain't went up in the crib or nothing like that because the other girl was in the crib.
Exactly. I don't get why you put yourself in that position in the first place.
I just need to give me a studio or apartment. And I'm finna work on it and I ain't never got to deal with it.
I don't know, it's like, bro, it's like...
I did fall in love. I was in love.
You know what's your problem?
I fall for dummies, goofies.
Men. Men is your problem.
Huh?
Men is your problem.
What?
Men are your problem.
Right, and I know that. That's why I'm finna stay single. I've been single.
I got you, bro. You, bro.
His name is John C. What? Every man for themselves. Oh, KO! Goodness! Doble garra!
Y acaban de castigar.
Is he going to deliver sweet? Oh, the Claymore kick from out.
Ollie, look at me. What are you?
Oh my God! Stop it! Is he going to deliver sweet? Oh, the Claymore!
Dyeing their hair red in an attempt to capture his attention. But David only had eyes for me, and he made me feel like I was the only girl in the world. But 3 months into the relationship, I started wondering if David was keeping something from me. I knew he was very busy with his training, but a few times I found out that his football buddies had gone home while he'd disappeared somewhere else. I didn't believe it was about another girl, but something was off, and I started to be cautious. One day, a Tinder notification popped up on his phone. I couldn't read the message, but it made me feel uneasy. I didn't want to confront him about it directly because I knew he would brush it off as nothing and I would believe him. So I decided to create a fake Tinder account and play a prank on him. If he had nothing to hide, we would both have a good laugh and move on. I posed on Tinder as a young artist with a red ponytail and soon matched with David. We exchanged messages and he suggested a date. At that moment, I realized he might actually be cheating on me. It was no longer a joke. Okay, let's find out who you really are, David. I wore makeup, a wig, violet contact lenses, and clothes to look like my fake Tinder profile. We met at the cafe, and he was in his best mood. To avoid revealing my real voice, I pretended to be less talkative. He led the conversation, but sometimes he would stop speaking, gaze admirably into my eyes, and touching my hand. And I was getting angrier by the second. It was time to tell him he'd been caught. Suddenly, a beautiful girl with curly carrot hair rushed to our table, and David turned white. What the heck, David? You said it was a one-time thing. Georgia, listen to me. It's not what it looks like. Then what is it, David? You're with another girl while you're still with me? Before her, it was Francesca from the flower shop. Or are you seeing her too? How could you do this to me? Please, give me a chance to explain. As she stormed out of the cafe, David ran after her. My mind was racing as I tried to process everything. David was a womanizer obsessed with redheads? Me? Fake Tinder artist? Georgia? Francesca? Were there more? I needed more answers, and I decided to track down Francesca. It didn't take long before I found her. Surrounded by gorgeous flowers that paled in comparison to her beauty, she was a knockout. By any chance, are you David's girlfriend? Yes. Is everything okay? To tell you the truth, Georgia asked me to check if he's still with you. Poor girl, I feel sorry for her. She's David's ex, and she's obsessed with him, even now. She can't seem to accept that he's moved on and he's in love with me only. David was an amazing liar, and I felt angry at myself for falling for his stupid lies. I wished there was something like the cheating police, and I could call to have him arrested. But it was only me, and I had to do something. So I chose the one thing I was best at. I was gonna prank David. While we were hanging out the next day, I spied his phone password, and when he went off for training, I posted on his Facebook from his phone. Hey bae, if you're seeing this, get ready for a surprise tonight. Winky face heart, 7 p.m. at the fountain. At 7, the meeting point was crowded with red-haired girls, and I was just as shocked to see the number. I saw some familiar faces, like Georgia and Francesca, who hadn't seen each other yet. Finally, David arrived. The army of girls rushed to him, and then suddenly stopped to look at each other. David stared at them all in horror, realizing he'd been exposed. He panicked and just jumped back into his car, driving away like a maniac. This was you, wasn't it, Georgia? You arranged all of this so I'd break up with him. You're such a crazy ex-girlfriend. What are you talking about? We haven't broken up yet. What nonsense? I'm his girlfriend. They all started fighting like crazy, and I escaped. I felt victorious about exposing the truth, but also heavy-hearted because of David's deceit. The day after was a really big football match. David performed horribly, and our team lost the game. The other team was trash-talking so much today, it just got to me and I felt distracted. Also, I think I'm coming down with a stomach bug, and I just didn't sleep much last night. David, please, stop lying. I know why your head wasn't in the game today. It's because your cheating got exposed yesterday. Yeah, I'm the one who called all the redheads there.
Be careful when you're traveling. Make sure you got a clothespin because we just keep them on hand. And turn your light on and off. Make sure you do that so you don't get crud from somebody else's hands under your nails. Now put a quarter on the door handle. When you go to sleep at night, if somebody busts in there, it'll fall down and roll under the door. That way they can grab it and run and finish their laundry. Now go ahead and get some Scotch tape and put across the numbers on the stove. Just for no reason. Just like the rest of this. Now get a lighter up against water, air, water, fire. All that, say it out loud. It don't mean nothing, just do it. Now go ahead and pull that plug up. If anything under there, you can go ahead and chop away at it because you might have left your lunch. Put tape on the mirror in the bathroom because we want to detect any cameras. Put wavy lines across it because now that you're doing this, you're like, I wish I was surfing or swimming. And now you're like, nah, I want to be on land walking. And I'm doing crazy stuff, so let me take this off. Then you realize I only put one piece of tape. Dang. Let them clean it up because I don't feel like it. Now go ahead and get all the crust and crumbs out of the cabinet because you know they in there. Just try it. And slot machine. And
I can tell you whenever he's not on the court, that's not a good thing. Yeah, not a good.
I just wanted to see Georgia see one. I should have known better.
What happened, Jenna?
I was singing Jojo Siwa and I was gonna run and jump on the bed and then I fell into the nightstand and all I could think about was Jojo Siwa.
Now where are we going?
To the hospital.
Woo, look at you.
Was a secret. Like when a tree falls in the forest, no one hears it.